Reincarnation and the Family by Henrietta Windsor Clive, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Reincarnation and the Family. As regards the family, reincarnation explains much that is puzzling to the casual observer, both from a positive and a negative point of view. In some cases, we see the same qualities or defects appearing over and over again in the same family, while in others we meet with individuals so utterly unlike all their relations as to suggest the old idea of changelings. The fact that family characteristics are often so strongly marked is quoted by some as a reason for not believing in reincarnation. There is here some confusion of mind between cause and effect. When a soul is ready for reincarnation, it would naturally be led to seek it in such surroundings and among such people which would best enable it to give expression to its own desires and tendencies, whether good or bad. This fact explains much that at first sight appears unjust in human life, and that it is not a matter of chance or bad luck which obliges anyone to face the difficulties and trials of bad hereditary tendencies. It has often been remarked how hard it is for anyone to be born into a family where the drink habit is strong, how difficult it is for such a one to fight against the hereditary tendency and to keep sober when all the forces of nature are against him. If, however, the desire had not already existed and perhaps been encouraged in former lives, he would never have been led to incarnate in the midst of such surroundings now, and so far from his birth in a drinking family being an injustice or hardship, it is a direct result of his own past. If he were aware of this law, he would know that he has no one to blame but himself for the sufferings entailed by his present position. It is probably also the most effectual means of teaching him the great lesson that he must abstain from such things in future, if he is to rise to better things, and the struggle against temptation will give him strength to conquer, for the power acquired is in exact proportion to the effort needed to accomplish this end. Karmic reasons may also bring a soul into a family with which it is not otherwise connected, and this would account for the presence of some member who seems to have very little in common with the others. There is no reason, however, for holding aloof or feeling that the fulfilment of family obligations is superfluous. No one is brought into family relationships without some cause, and it is best for every reason to fulfill those duties to the best of our power. If we do all we can now, we shall not be required to incarnate again with those to whom we do not really belong. The love of family is the first experience of the love of self, and must be cultivated before there is any chance of developing the higher stage of love of humanity. There is another way in which the knowledge of reincarnation may be a help to us with regard to family ties. It will take the sting out of vain regrets touching those who have been taken from us. Much waste of time and energy is sometimes caused by useless regrets over unfulfilled duties, lost opportunities of service, or the recollection of unkind words or thoughts towards those to whom we cannot now make reparation. They are no longer with us in their physical bodies. It cannot, therefore, be in accordance with the divine will that we should neglect present duties and by weakening ourselves become unfit to perform them by repining over our mistakes of the past. We may feel very sure that if we have incurred a debt towards anyone, we shall in some future life be given the opportunity of repaying it, so that it is best to concentrate our efforts in doing all that is now in our power, without wasting time or thought over the things we cannot do. And in the meanwhile, loving and helpful thoughts may be sent on to those who have left us, and they will surely reach them.